Good afternoon, student. Welcome in my YouTube channel, that is Dr. Kshatriya Amita. This channel is specifically for BSc Agriculture honors student and courses related to agriculture extension education and communication. So we already discussed in previous class the syllabus of the extension 1 to 2. For the more videos of this particular course, you should like, share, comment and subscribe my YouTube channel. So let's start today's topic. So course number extension 1 to 2, I already told you. Course title Fundamental of Agriculture Extension Education, credit 2 plus 1, that is a 3, means it is a 100 marks paper is there for theory. Out of that 80 marks for theory and 20 marks for midterm and 50 marks for your practical. In that 10 marks for GP and 40 marks for your written examination. So semester second, and today's topic for discussion is education. So in that content for this particular topic, that education, its meaning and definition, types of education with their examples. So first of all, we are going to discuss about the meaning of education. What is the education? Okay, so we learn so many definition, we have the meaning of this particular education, we are taking education, but what is that particular education, for what purpose we are taking this education? So we should learn first of all meaning and then definition of this education. So education is derived from two Latin word. Okay, here two Latin words are there. First is what? Educare, or it's also called as educere. Okay, educare or educere means EDKARE and also EDUCERE. Okay, both are same meaning but spelling is different. Educare or educere and educatum. Okay, so education term is derived from two Latin word, that is educare or educere and educatum. So what is the meaning of this educare? What is the meaning of this educare? Sorry, edu here, edu is there. Okay, you should correct it. What is the meaning of educare? To train or mold. Okay, and what is the meaning of educatum? Act of teaching. So that is the basic meaning of this educare and educatum. Okay, so through the meaning of this particular word, that is education, it's for what purpose? To change the behavior of the individual, to control the behavior of the individual. Okay, so here to mold or to train or act of teaching is your education. The full meaning of this education, to train or mold or act of teaching. So that is the meaning of this education. Then what is the definition? So before going towards the definition, in Hindi, what we call this particular education term? So in Hindi, shiksha has come from Sanskrit. So in Hindi we call it as a shiksha for this education. So it is a come from Sanskrit word, that is the shash, which means to control, to discipline, to direct, to order, to rule. So all these things are come in your education. While we are taking the education according to our in primary school, in secondary school, at university level, means higher educations are there. So in these places, what is thing is there? Discipline is there, control is there, direction is there. Okay, so different kind of subjects are there, different kind of the things are, activities are there. So we have the direction towards our particular particular aim. Okay, again order is there, two rules are there, fixed curriculum is there. So according to that we are going to learn from our teachers. Okay, and rules and regulations also there. So all these things are there. So it's in Hindi, it is a shiksha has come from Sanskrit word, that the shash means to control, to discipline, to direct, to order, to rule, etc. Okay, so that it is the meaning in a Hindi. Then it's in traditional sense, what is the meaning of this education? That is, I already told you, controlling the behavior of an individual, to control the behavior of the individual. Okay, so that is your education. Okay, so understood. So you should keep in mind the which meaning is important here. Education has derived from two Latin word, that educare or educere and educatum, which means educare means to train or mold, and educatum denotes the act of a teaching. Okay, so this is the meaning. Then we move towards the definition. So what is the definition of this education? So education is nothing but it is a development of individual. Okay, it is a development of individual according to his needs and demands, of which he is an integral part. So first of all, you should understood what is the needs and what is the demands. So needs means what we want, what present situation is there, what, and it is the gap between what is the present situation is there, what we have at the present, and what out to be we have in a future. So that is a gap is your needs. Okay, demands is also like that, what is our admire, what we want in our what we want from that particular thing. So this is the about needs and demands is there. So whatever the needs are there, you should fulfill through this education. So it's nothing but it is the development of individual according to his needs and demands, of which he is an integral part. So some as we talk about the higher education, so you are taking the admission to BSc Agri because you have interest or you want to do something in this agriculture field, so you are taking the education in this field. So there different kind of the fields are there, medical side is there, okay, engineering side is. So why they are taking the admission in the particular field or particular branch? So they want to do something in that particular field, their needs are there or demanding from their family, so they are taking the admission to that particular field. So education is nothing but is the development of individual according to his needs and demands, of which he is an integral part. So that is about your education. Again, there is a different kind of the definitions given by the different scientists. Okay, so as we're taking the definition by the Aristotle, education is the creation of a sound mind in a sound body. Okay, what is it? It is a creation of sound mind in a sound body. It develops the man's faculty, especially his mind, so that he may be able to enjoy the whatever the supreme truth is there, or goodness and beauty. So this is from Aristotle. Again, there is a different definition is there. So it also is a purposive, conscious, unconscious, psychological, sociological, scientific, philosophical process. Okay, for the bring the development of a particular individual person. Okay, and he going to be serve the society. So this is a very vast term, this education. Then we move towards the next slide, that is the types of education. So there is a types of education, there is a three types of education. Okay, that is informal education, formal education, and non-formal education. So this informal, formal, and non-formal, they are each types of education is different from each other. So according to the Combs and Ahmed in 1974, they have the difference in between these three types of education. So we are going to learn one by one what is the informal, what is the formal, and what is the non-formal education. So first of all, what is the informal education? So it is the lifelong process. This informal education, अनौपचारिक शिक्षण in Marathi we call it as. Formal education is औपचारिक education, and non-formal is also unaupacharik education. So what there is a difference in between, slightly difference in between the informal education and non-formal education. So one by one we are going to discuss. Informal education is a lifelong process. Okay, so lifelong process, you know very well in Marathi is that माणूस हा आयुष्यभर शिकत असतो. Okay, so we are learn from each and everything whatever happened in our daily life. Okay, so whatever we experience in our daily life, we are learn something from that particular experiences. So that is your informal education. Okay, so whatever in which environment you are living, okay, that is whatever exposure we have in particular environment, or in which environment you are exposure, that is also that also means a lot to get something. Okay, so you should keep in mind it's a lifelong process. We are or every person acquire and accumulate knowledge, skills, attitude, insight from the daily experiences and exposure to that particular environment. Okay, it will be at home, at work, at play. Means at home from our parents, at work from our colleagues if you are doing job, or at school from your teachers, okay, your professors, and at play your friends are there. Okay, so we are learned something from them, you acquire some knowledge from them, you build your attitude towards the particular thing. So all these things are there, skills are there. So not each and every person have the same skills, they have the different skills. Okay, if you are taking the example of sports, so some are expert in the volleyball, some are expert in the cricket. So not at all same skills having with the same person, different person, not same knowledge having with the different person. So each and every person is a different. So in short, informal education is the lifelong process, and we are learn this type of the education from our daily experiences. You should keep in mind that is the knowledge, attitude you are going to be learn from your daily experiences and exposure to the environment. Here example means what you are learn this informal education at home, at work, at play. Okay, so that is a informal education. Then second one is a formal education. So what is this formal education? So it is a highly institutionalized, chronological graded, and hierarchically structured education system. Okay, so what we taking the education from your first standard to higher education at university level, that is a primary, secondary, and higher education. Okay, so we call it as a spanning lower primary school and the upper reaches up to the university. So that is the example, that is a primary school, secondary school, and university level. So these are the example of this formal education. So it is highly institutionalized, means it is institutional education is there. Chronological graded means have some age group. Primary school you should from age of 6 to up to the 12 or 13 age you are in a primary and secondary school. Okay, up to 14 you completed your 10th standard. After that you are going to be higher education, that is for first year, second year, like that. Okay, so chronological graded means you should have the some age is there. Okay, so according to that age you are taking the education. Hierarchically structured, sub levels are there. I already told you that is primary, secondary, okay, higher educations, higher level. So all these things are there, and also it's have the fixed curriculum. So according to that curriculum, according to that syllabus, this type of the education is going on. So all these things is your formal education. Examples are school, university. Okay, then non-formal education. So non-formal education is what? It is the organized, it is a systematic, it is the educational activities. All these things are there, but out of the what? Outside the framework of classroom system or formal system. Formal education is within the classroom. Okay, within the classroom. I repeat it. Formal education is the within the classroom. It's have the fixed curriculum. It is a highly institutionalized. It is a chronological graded. It is the hierarchically structured. Okay, and examples are school and university. Non-formal education is outside the framework of formal system, or it is outside the, or it is out of schools, out of classroom system. Okay, so that is a non-formal education. It is organized, it is a systematic, different kind of the educational activities also carried out, but all are the out of the classroom. Okay, there is not having any fixed curriculum is there. So according to that you are going to be learn. Not, it is not like, and it is a actually it is what kind of the education? It is the provide a selected type of the learning to the particular subgroup in the population, adult or as well as children. Okay, so here example is agriculture extension. Okay, so example is agriculture extension. So in agriculture extension, what example of this non-formal education is agriculture extension. So here in this extension worker or subject matter specialist, they are giving the education to the farmers. Okay, there is different age groups are there according to their needs, according to their wants, to solve their problems or to fill the gap in between the researchers and farmer. Whatever the new technologies, improved varieties or improved practices are there, to give the information related to that particular practices to the farmer or farm women or young peoples who are living at the grassroots level, that is a village. So this is your non-formal education. So these are the types of education. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me in a comment box. Due to my personal reason I did not uploaded or it is not possible to me to upload lecture daily, but in a week I will try to upload 2 to 3 videos, okay, according to my leisure time. So please consider it. Thank you. But before that, I want to say you that you should refer this Fundamentals of Agriculture Extension Education. This book is very helpful to you for this particular course. It is written by Sagar Mandal and according to your 15 committee. So price of this book is 350. Okay, so if it is possible, if you have at your college library, you ask to your particular teacher to give a scan copy of that particular book to you, so it will be helpful to you. Okay, so you can refer this book. It is not necessary to read any other notes if this book is with you. Okay, so this is about your notes. I will provide same scan copy of this book to you, but topic wise. Whatever topic we completed, I will share that topic to you. Okay, so on Telegram link, Telegram group. So thank you. Have a nice day.